If you're gonna throw a party, why not invite all your friends? This is how Jakob Ogod started attacking manual one. It was only called attacking manual at the time, but later it changed its name to attacking manual one when attacking manual two appeared. In the recent World Cup, uh, are Praggnanandhaa from India, a great young player. We have great hopes for him. He's really, really, really talented, and we are following him on GM Talks for sure and watching all his games. He won a great game against Michal Krasenkow, the hero of the former attacking chess game. So let's jump into the fray and see the game by Praggnanandhaa. He's white and he goes b3, Larsen's opening, which has gotten something of a renaissance on the top level. It's not so easy to find a good way to play this. And this makes a lot of sense to use a King's Indian setup against this, but it's maybe not so simple. And in the way this turns out, white managed to get nagging pressure, e3. This pressure here at the moment is definitely in white's favor. But I think if black managed to play this well, he should be fine. The next move, I'm not sure I'll really like because the knight here is not very good. It has bad scope. I would probably prefer to put it here where it's not to do something like this, where it's not in the way of the other pieces. But okay, cannot be that bad, but it has a tendency to get stuck on this square in the King's Indian. Also, in the normal King's Indian, a lot of times black moves the king and put the knight on d8 just to get it out. Bishop e2, castle, queen d2, defending the bishop. Maybe getting ready for castling queenside. Black could consider something like e4, but it might just lose a pawn. c6. This definitely weakens this square. So this is already something that black would try to, that white will hope to exploit. Knight c3, and the plan is probably pretty clear. You want to go to e4 and d6. Knight c5 prevents that. Rook d1. Notice that white also has this option of going here, and this diagonal can be a real problem for black. Queen b6, and he does go to a3. Rook e8 covers the knight and vacates this diagonal. b4, getting rid of the knight before something annoying happens. Probably it was necessary because white was threatening knight a4 if he had played a5. Bishop e6, and black's structure does make a slightly clumsy impression, but if he managed to fix his problems, he's got a healthy structure, no problems. But it's a big if. Attacking the queen. By the way, this is a rabbit game, so the quality is probably not as high as it could be. And this move, I don't. Well, it's necessary to connect the rooks, but the bishop is of course not only on passing through here. It's not the square you want. And queen b3, and white is already sensing that this setup here with these pieces is a bit clumsy, and there might be some pressure on this diagonal later. Knight f5, trying to get the knight into the game. It's not really doing anything, but it was in the way, and black is probably hoping to do something like this and exchange all he can on the d file, heading for a holdable position. Knight e4, getting ready to jump into some squares. White is also sometimes getting ready for this and then put the knight on d6. h5. So Michal Krasenkow is quite afraid of d4 and because d6 would be weak. Bishop b2. The diagonal here is not interesting anymore, but this might be. So he's turning back. Queen c7, c5, and again, this square is the key issue, but there's also this square, and sometimes a knight can land from, for instance, something like this. Will be attacking the and it could be very annoying. So and by the way, it will hit this on the way. b6. Okay, so black is trying to solve the problems with on the queen side. Bishop c3, and that's prophylactic. White is expecting this and a rook here, and is getting ready to move things out of the b file, so there will be no tactical problems. And it's coming. Rook d, b8. Not sure that's correct. Queen a3, covering c5, and white, of course, has a clear advantage here. He has all his pieces are better than black's pieces, and he has attacking spots. There is we see that this structure is weakened. This is weak, and white's pieces has a lot of room to maneuver. a5, preventing bishop a5, because black was also afraid that this file would be lost, but of course he's clearly worse here. Bishop c4 makes a lot of sense. Getting ready to maybe take that, or maybe just play something like this. And how to defend here? It's already clear that it's not so easy for the poor black player. f6. That's weakening this diagonal here. Oops, that was not the right diagonal. This one is better. a3. That's a kind of a cool move, and you sense that Pragg is an intuitive player. He just senses, okay, I would like a square for my king, and also it might be nice to be able to play d4 at some point. So I'm just getting ready for this. King h8. And he was actually preparing d4, comes here. d4, getting rid of the knight, cementing the control over this square. But what about this? And this is what we're always afraid of. Now we think, okay, he's going to come in on the white squares. Oh no, bad things will happen here. Bad things will happen. The queen will get to d4, and he will get a serious counterplay against our king. We don't like it, but very clearly just attacking this one. And after this move, and here is where the game really stands out, because you could take the piece, but black would probably get some sort of a counterplay, and he had a safe king and things like that. So you could take the knight, but instead says, no, I'm gonna invite all my friends to the party. Boom. What does that do? Oh, there is an open H file. By the way, we see that this, now I did it again, is not the great square, and this is not a great square, and this rook is also playing, and this is coming. So what are we missing? We are missing the queen. When it was okay, it's gonna come for sure, right? Knight here, check. Okay, you have to put something in between here, and here Pragg decided, okay, let's have some fun. Boom. And of course, knight takes e5 is not very much fun. It's gonna end in mate very, very quickly. So instead, took the bishop, and no reason to be mean or anything. Just give and you shall receive. Giving up the exchange also, have to take. Bishop takes, attacking the queen and attacking the knight, and we notice this Pretty nasty thing. So what to do now? Let's get the other knight into the game, threatening here and here. Uh-oh. So he gave up this to be able to defend on this diagonal, and here came queen c3. And look at this position. Black is the exchange up, but he will be mated very, very quickly. There's just no way around it. The bishop is the knight is falling on f6, and all the white pieces are playing a fantastic role in the attack. Now, I really like this. This is the Ogard principle of inviting all your friends to the party in its best edition. Really great game by Praggnanandhaa, and I wish him all the best in the World Cup. We will follow him. He's not very old. He will be very, very strong. He is, in my opinion, might be the new Anand. At the moment, it seems he's slightly ahead of Sarin and Gukas. But it can change, of course. They're also very talented. Thank you for watching. This was GM Talks.